Welcome to That's Good for Footy.
That's good for footy. This is what you pray for. Every night and every day for you give it all, and you get more. That's good for footy. Good for footy.
Good evening and welcome. How are you, everyone? Hey, lovely to see you. Welcome along to the Italian Sports Club in Werribee and welcome along to the Western Bulldogs night. Great to have you here. The boys are standing out there. They are huge. Wow, that's seriously. But welcome to That's Good for Footy, the family-friendly, live and interactive footy panel show. This is the where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. The shows are for the passionate supporters. The shows allow you to see the players be themselves. I'm ready, let's go. Let's get stuck in. This is our first show. Bulldogs show, March the 12th, 2025. Please welcome to the show. Here's our first panellist. He was born on the 19th of July in 2003. He's played a total of 28 games and he's kicked a total of 41 goals. He made his AFL debut in 2022, and when he plays for the Western Bulldogs Football Club, he wears the number 10 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Sam Darcy.
Sons of the West, red, white and blue, we come out starting, Bulldogs through and Bulldogs fighting and Bulldogs roar. We're giving our very best, 'cause you can't beat the boys of the Bulldog breed. We're the team of the mighty West.
There you go. Welcome. That's great. Thank you, everyone. How nice. Handsome debonair fellow, isn't he? Yes, all the ladies are like, yes, thank you, Damien. Yes, we're very happy. Let's get our second panellist out here. He's equally as beautiful. He was born on the 10th of August in 1997. He's played a total of 131 games and he's kicked 71 goals. He made his AFL debut in 2017. And when he plays for the Western Bulldogs Football Club, he wears the number 44 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Tim English.
Sons of the West, red, white and blue, we come out starting, Bulldogs through and
Very nice. That's great. Thank you very much, everyone. Great to have the two lads here. There you go. I like it. You've made them feel exceptionally welcome and it's very much appreciated. I'm sure you would concur.
Definitely concur.
They're very quietly spoken, so we're just going to go nice and easy on them. I'm not going to get out of control here tonight. But thank you, boys. Thanks for being here. It's great to have you here. I want to start off with our first little segment. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about you. All right? Seems more than appropriate. Lads, welcome to That's Good for Footy, but more importantly, welcome to AFL season 2025. You've got through another pre-season. Whew. How do you feel about that?
It is a big relief.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be, it's really exciting coming up a game this weekend, especially against Caleb Daniel,
Yes.
fellow teammate. So
There you go.
looking forward to that. I've been messaging him all week. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
How good is that? I'm glad you got that out straight away because it's coming up soon. But you've got round one for you. It kicks off on Saturday night at 7:35pm. You're coming up against the North Melbourne Football Club at Marvel Stadium. How good is it to be back playing football? This is your job, this is your profession, and it's your first day back at school. How pumped are you?
Yeah, like Chili said, at the end of a grueling pre-season, it's always good just to get into the games, and it's where the fun starts.
Yeah. But knowing that you're literally, you're back. Kick off your round, North Melbourne Football Club, Marvel Stadium. It's going to be a good crowd there. You must be really pumped about just knowing that you're back playing football.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely kicking off with a game at Marvel helps as well. Although hopefully the temperature doesn't get too hot and it doesn't cook us in there like an oven. But it should be really good fun. We've obviously got a bit of a younger group. And yeah, I think it's really exciting the way that we've sort of attack the pre-season. It's been a different kind of pre-season for us.
Sure.
Probably one of the harder ones I've ever done. So, looking forward to it.
It's good that you say that, because there's going to be a lot of questions that I'm going to be talking about pertaining to exactly what the pre-season was like for you. You've got a few boys who will miss a few games at the start of the season. Treloar, JJ, Waitman, Jones, Scott, West, Richards, Dale, and most notably the Bont. Now, some of those names may be in the mix for selection. I speak of maybe West, Richards and Dale. But Jamara, he also needs to tick a few boxes before he'll be back into the side. What I wanted to know, boys, what's been the message from the coaching staff regarding the lack of key personnel going into round one?
Well, I think, like you said, it's disappointing seeing members of your team go down, but Bevo's really confident in the group. He's mentioned how he might need all 44 players this year, so everyone's got to be ready. We have faith with whoever goes out in the park will play their role, and we're confident against anyone we come up against.
Yeah, good. What has been the focus for the club in the pre-season, Tim?
It's a hard one, I guess, coming off last year where we finished pretty disappointingly. I think as a club we were sort of unsatisfied with how we finished the year off. So I think a few tinkerings with game plan. Obviously, like I said before, our pre-season's been pretty taxing. But I think the positive side of that is now we come into games and hopefully that's rewarding and we can see the benefits of that. I think a few tinkerings with game style and just coaching in general. So we've brought in a couple new development coaches as well, which have been really refreshing. I think it's an exciting prospect. We've obviously got young players like Joel Frazier and these guys who played really well towards the back end of last year. So it'll be exciting to see them go to another level, hopefully they bring some of the older guys back with them.
Yeah, how good is that? Matty Kennedy came across from Carlton. How's Matty settled in?
Like a fish to water.
How good is that?
He's a very funny guy. I'm not sure if you've had him on the panel before.
Yes, yeah.
He's a very bubbly character.
He is, nice boy.
And everyone loves him.
Yeah.
So.
I know that Harmsy's been there for a little while now. How's his pre-season gone? I've had him on this show quite a few times as well. He's a different cat. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We call him the carp down at the club because he'll eat anything. But yeah, he's had a good pre-season. He's been pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Similar to Matty Kenners, like you said, he's a character, and we all love him down there.
Good, I like that. This might be more of a question suited to the coach. You hear things like one soldier goes down and another one steps up, and we know how much of a process it is to win a premiership. But which do you think plays the most pivotal role in achieving that success? Injury-free personnel or understanding of the game plan?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think I'd say understanding of the game plan, because we have a lot of players who are capable of playing roles at AFL level, and everyone trains to play at that level. So I think if everyone understands that game plan to a high degree, anyone can step into a role at any time, which makes a big difference. And I think, like Sam said before, we've had a lot of reference to the fact that we do need 44 players to play during the year if required. And I know in 2021 when we did make the grand final, I think we had the most players who were used throughout the squad. So
For sure.
It's definitely it's a hard one, but I would say maybe game plan understanding.
It's interesting, and the only reason I bring it up is because of the names that I just read out that are going to be omitted from at least the first few rounds of football, so you want to know that. The definition of an AFL footballer is constantly changing and forever evolving. You are now more of a professional athlete. You have always had to be skilled, fit and tough, both mentally and physically. But the game is moving so fast now, especially with turnover football, so much so that the endurance and stamina are the new KPIs. How accurate is this assessment, and how much of your training is devoted to this?
I think, it's fairly accurate. I think, the athletic profile in order to play our game is probably more of a requirement than ever. So that's why the high performance staff put such a big emphasis on the pre-season to build our bodies up to cope with AFL game week in, week out. And like you said, it's getting more and more demanding. 24 games a year. So it's I'll definitely say it's up there.
I thought it was interesting, and I don't like to talk about other teams when I'm doing a specific show, but there was only 2 games that went on last weekend, and you noted how quick GWS were against Collingwood, and it's been widely publicised on just about every footy show that there is going around this week. We're only at Wednesday. But my point being is, like, super quick. It was lightning fast, and turnover football, like something I hadn't seen before. The game's just progressing that fast. Does that... do you have concerns about it going too fast, or is it, like, where does it stop?
That's a hard question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, as long as because at the end of the day, we're playing the game to entertain fans.
Yeah.
So I think a fast gameplay is obviously entertaining. I mean, I could ask you guys, it's probably more entertaining for you guys to watch.
Yeah.
So I mean, from that aspect, you're going to get higher scoring, because you're going to bring more fatigue into the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure where it stops.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, I feel like you saw with GWS on the weekend, they were able to cope playing that game style for the whole game.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, if teams can find a way, and this is where the high performance managers sort of come into it, if they can find a way to build a team that can sustain that level of football, then, I mean, they're going to be hard to beat.
Yeah.
And I don't see it stopping until... I mean, they either have injury breakdowns or they can't cope with the load.
Yeah. Which I find it extremely interesting. It's your call when you have free rein to play to your strengths. What position or what sort of a role do you see yourself playing? What position best suits your playing style, both of you?
I've trained most of the pre-season up forward,
Yep.
but I do also like pinch hitting in the ruck when Chile needs a spell. But I think, mostly up forward.
Yep. So you having free rein, if you had more of a say, Bevo says, hey, whatever you say, Sam, I'm fine with it. Would there be something that you would prefer to be?
Bevo would never say that.
Let's get real.
But I enjoy playing up forward at the moment.
Yeah.
We got a good mix up there.
Yeah.
Matt Spanger, the forwards coach, has been awesome all pre-season, and enjoying it up there.
Well answered, by the way. Thank you. Tim?
I think if Bevo had his say, he'd probably have 3 of Sam, 1 down back, 1 in the ruck and 1 up forward. But yeah, for me, I guess playing in the ruck is probably a role. I mean, I played forward before and I love playing forward. I played a lot of games with Norts down there. I played a lot with Norts and Brucey in 2020, 2021, I think. And I've been down there for bits and pieces when Sam's been in the ruck. So chopping and changing between forward and ruck probably suits me the best.
Well said. We all have something that we know we're good at. Is there a skill or an attribute that you think you could be better at to give you then the most perfect game? Is there something that you like to take away and maybe perfect it as a skill?
For me, probably looking at physicality is probably something that I could bring a little bit more of. I mean, it's come naturally to me in some games, and then other games probably off a little bit. I mean, I had a little bit of concussion stuff, which can sometimes impact the way you think. But I think physicality is definitely something I've worked on this pre-season, and looking to bring that more consistently.
Great answer. Perfect. Thank you. Sam, no pressure.
I've had plenty of stuff I've been working on over the off season and summer. Similar with my body crafts.
Okay.
I think as a young player, you can just rely on your run and jump, especially in under 18s footy. So I've spent a lot of time practicing my body work and craft with that.
Okay.
Also, speed and endurance and all that
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah, good. As fans, we watch the pre-game rituals, the warm-up routines, and in the locker room. Prior to the game, there is always a lot of handshakes, back and bum slaps, encouraging embraces. How much does all this mean to you personally?
To me personally, not a whole lot. I like to get involved in it, I mean, that's just me personally.
And that's the only
there's
reason I
others
ask.
who absolutely love it. You're better off just giving a little bit to everyone.
Very
I'm
nice
probably
said.
somewhere in the middle, not in the perspective, but I think it is good just to get out your teammates. Pre-game, we always, like you said, dap each other up, probably a bit of carry on if you're looking from afar, but just before you go out there, just reassure each other, key messages, and got each other's backs, and it's good.
Good. Thursday, Friday and Saturday night football are primetime viewing categories. You want to play your best, but you also want to look your best. Who or how many individuals down at the club go that little bit extra? Maybe with a new haircut, maybe it's a new headband, maybe it's even a new tattoo. What's the rules when it comes to deodorant, aftershave or cologne?
Well, we'll give a shout out to Jordan Croft. He's been giving a few haircuts lately. He's got a little page called JC Fades. So lots of the boys have been going in and getting their haircuts over pre-season. So yeah, hopefully he features heavily on Saturday.
Okay, nice.
I'd say Lobby's pretty keen on his aftershave. He loves to smell nice.
Okay.
So, but yeah, outside of that, tattoos, I don't think anyone gets a tattoo. I mean, Libba gets a lot of tattoos, but that's just an easy answer.
That's a great answer though, thank you.
I think, a few that spring to mind. I think Cody Waitman and Naughty always put a little rinse through their hair every now and then, but just to get themselves up. But a few boys pre-game haircut routine, I think.
It's funny though because I know, certain individuals that I've spoken to over the years, when it was Friday night and Saturday night and you knew you were playing primetime football, you'd always see Toorak Road, all the hairdressing salons, all the boys would be in there getting all primed up. Very funny. There are a few perks with being an AFL footballer. What's your most favourite and what's your least favourite?
This one's probably one for, obviously the break that we get at the end of the year is great, so I like that. But as part of flying a lot, you get the Virgin memberships, lounge memberships. So I remember once we got to go into the first class lounge in Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had massages, you could get gyms, table service.
Oh,
I think that just stands up in my mind.
That sounds
as
pretty
one of
good
those
to me,
things.
mate.
Yeah.
For sure. You experienced something along those lines, Sam?
I'd say the favourite part of being an AFL footballer.
Yep.
I think just you have a lot of fun with your mates every day. There's a
Great.
fair bit of mucking around that goes on in the locker room, and enjoy all that stuff. Least favourite, you can get put through like some tedious media and clinics and stuff that can get a bit annoying, but this is good fun. I'm loving it.
Well said. What's the best piece of advice you've been given about getting the most out of your career? Whether that be, maybe it's a life coach, it could be a coach, it could be a teammate. Has someone ever given you a really good piece of advice that stuck with you about your footballing career?
Probably not a piece of advice, but when I first got to the club, I got to watch the way that Dale Morris and Matt Boyd went about it.
Great.
And I think those two, from senior roles, the way they made everyone feel welcome, even the younger people, and then the way you just got to watch how hard they worked on their game. But they just maintained an open, and they're almost like coaches within the playing group. So I think those two probably stand out from that aspect.
How beneficial for your career to come into that and to have leaders like that at the club at that particular time would have been tremendous for your career. Tremendous.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, Bob Murphy was there as well. So we had a lot of those players who were able to help me. And I guess now we've got players like Libba and Bond, these guys. So I think the young guys have some pretty good guys to look up to. But I remember looking up to those guys a fair bit when I first started.
Absolutely. Sam, piece of advice or
I think
anything?
Fibber said just really enjoy the journey. You don't know how long it's going to last, so just try and soak in as much and learn from as many people as possible. And just enjoy the ride. Yeah,
good. There's an old saying, a club of champions or a champion club. Which do you think best represents the Western Bulldogs Football Club?
Maybe say a champion club. I think the history of the club is pretty cool. Dating back to almost folding, I think, in 1989, and just how passionate all the Doggy supporters here tonight are, and how much it means to them to see us run out every weekend and put our best foot forward. So I'd say, champion club.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I was just thinking about all the champions who have played for the club, but I would say, champion club as well.
Club.
Yeah.
To you, both you boys, Sam, especially for you, 2016 when you won the flag. Were you down at the ground or anywhere around the club when you saw, what was it, 125,000 people that took over Whitten Oval. That would have been a phenomenal sight to see. Did you witness any of that?
Yeah, I was there that day. I remember coming to the ground. And I was pretty young in 2016, but I still vividly remember our unbelievable scenes, how much it meant to so many people, especially my family, how much it meant to them, and it was unbelievable.
Goosebump moment. Are you getting it now, even thinking about it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was pretty special
Get
for the
back
club.
there, experience it for yourself, my friend. Football clubs are built on DNA. What's the DNA down at the Western Bulldogs Football Club at the moment?
I think we have a really big emphasis on connection, but whether that be between coaches, players, coaches, members of staff. We build on that a fair bit over our pre-season, and that's one of the things that Bevo is quite strong on, is having strong connections between everyone. So I'd say we've got a friendly club, everyone gets along, everyone has fun, and that's what makes it a really enjoyable place to work.
Oh, that's brilliant. Good answer. I love that. Hey, the younger you is having a chat with the older you. How proud would the younger you be with what you have achieved thus far?
I think he would be proud. I think I've wanted to do this for as long as I can remember playing AFL. So he'd be stoked that he's living out his dream and trying everything he can to make the most of it.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I think proud as well. I think not just for the football aspect though. I think there's other things I'm proud of as well. Moving interstate, meeting lots of new people over here, getting through injuries. Outside of football, studies, this kind of thing. So, I think it would be proud.
Absolutely. How humble were these two? Come on. They're beautiful. Love talking to you. Thank you, boys. Do you manifest things and do you write down the goals of what you want to achieve? Are you those kind of individuals?
I had 1 year where I did. I messaged Brendan Lade and Steph Martin, who were Brendan Lade was just moving to the club at the end of 2022. I felt like I was able to play to the level I wanted to play that year, but I got injured a lot and missed a few games. So leading into 2023, I remember sending him a message asking him how I become the best ruckman in the comp, and he gave me some feedback from an outsider's perspective. And then asked Steph as well, who I played with, who was going into the coaching role, and he gave me feedback from an internal point of view. I think that year, that feedback sort of built what I set up for that year and that season, and I found that really, really helpful.
Wow. I love that. Excellent. Do you manifest those sort of things as well, Sam? Are you?
I think I do, I keep a diary and try and keep track of thoughts and visualizations, and I've at times put stuff on a whiteboard, but I think you should just try and focus on habits and things that I can control, and trying to let the rest take care of itself.
Nice. If you were to give an opinion on how much the mental side of the game has an effect on your performance, and I know you did just allude to it off the top, Tim, how much would you say it is? And maybe talk in percentages about how much the mental side of the game. I've always heard things like the game is 90% above the shoulders, Do you now find that being an elite professional athlete that plays AFL football at the highest level, how do you deal with it?
Well, I'm not sure for an actual percentage number, but I think the thing that I find fascinating is watching players who are able to do it year on year on year on year. Someone like Bont, for example, stands out because I feel like as a player, at times, different factors can cause wavering levels of emotion, but for someone like him to play at that consistent level for so long is something that I'm almost in awe of. To be able to get yourself, and that's obviously built off mental strength. So, you can see how important it is. I'm not sure of a percentage, but watching players who can perform at that level consistently for so long is something that stands out as probably the biggest mental challenge for me within the game.
Yeah, and yourself on that topic?
Yeah, I think Tim summed that up really well. I think it is a massive part of the game. I think in order to be able to play the game, that you have to be very mentally strong in the first place, and we do have a lot of work with psychologists at the club who try and keep us as strong in that sense as possible. And I think, like you said, the guys who are mentally strong, can get up each week and be able to be in a good space to attack training and games in the best way possible.
Yeah. It leads me into this question. Your best ability is availability, okay? Some football journeys can be cruelled by injury. So when you look at individuals that have played over 300 games, what's your first thought?
Just resilient, I'd say.
Yeah.
That'd be a one-word answer.
Yeah. Are you do you look at that and just go, that is what we just spoke about, the mental side of it, then you've got the physical side of it, then you can be cruelled by injuries. We've seen certain individuals that have maybe had half a dozen knee reconstructions. I know them off the top of my head, but my point being is that you have to go through all of that. You reach 300 games. Wow, that's our level of achievement, let alone 400 club. Obviously, that's there's only 6, 7 of them there, so it's amazing. But what's your first thoughts on that?
Yeah, just an incredible feat. I think to play at the highest level for that long to achieve a milestone like that. Like I think Pendlebury's like 400 at the moment, so to be able to be that durable and get up for games week in, week out for that long is an incredible feat. Especially with the way, like you said, the game's trending. It's getting
absolutely
harder and harder. So for him at his age, and as an example, to still be doing it at high levels, incredible. Testament
phenomenal.
To his recovery and stunts he prioritised his body.
And pre-seasons.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. I wished I would have had the opportunity to interview or talk to one of my favourite musicians, is Tom Petty. Who would you like to interview or talk to if you could? Is there somebody that just stands out that you've always thought, geez, man, I'd love to sit down and have a chat with that guy?
Probably Roger Federer for me. I think he did a speech recently to a university that I listened to, and I found it fascinating. So he's probably someone who stands out.
How good's that?
Tennis as a junior. So
I'm a big UFC fan, and love the Volk. I love to admire the way those guys to get up for like a fight, how their mental. Capacity to put it all on the line in the ring. So I'd love to have a coffee with Volk.
That is brilliant. I understand where you're going exactly with that. Sam, an observational question. You appear to be a confident, reliable marking option. You are versatile in both a pack mark and a one-on-one situation. You have a great set shot, kicking style and routine. And to round it off, you're not bad in front of goal. First year you ended up kicking 38 goals, when I say last year, not first year, last year you ended up kicking 38 goals, 23 at a 62% efficiency rate. You also took 102 marks for the year. Now I get that you are tall, that's obvious, but when did you realise that in order for you to exploit your height, that you also needed to focus on both your kicking and marking skills, and how much of it is God-given talent and how much of it is just pure hard work?
Like I said, it does help being tall, but a lot of practice and years of work to try and keep building my marking craft and be able to time the ball in the air, and all the set shot stuff still a work in progress, trying to keep fine crafting that, and like you said, keep building on that.
I don't want to embarrass you in any way, and I don't want to embellish this, but what I'm suggesting is that I know that the fans know when the ball's coming down. You've both got a great set of hands, and you can rely on both these lads to know they're going to take it. But one of the other important factors is the marks that I was alluding to, and your kicking style. You do the old, I don't know whether you're looking down the seam of the leather or, but it's in between the sticks, and you're aiming for something in the stands. What's your routine, without giving too much away, but just to share a little bit with the fans?
I normally try and pick something out behind the goal, and it's a bit weird. I can kind of line it up and squint one eye. And people say it looks like I'm sitting down on a toilet seat as well. But I think I'm not sure where I've actually picked it up from. I've been doing it for a while, and just try and just do what works for me. Yeah.
Can I ask you how much credit has your dad taken for your skills and your talent?
He probably won't take any credit.
Okay.
No, he's been good. He's not over the top at all. He's pretty laid back, and
he's a beautiful man.
He's played a good part of my journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to go on from that, Tim, speaking of marking talent, you took 138 marks in 2024. The next best at the club was Bailey Dale with 147. Now that's a ball user, but the point I wanted to make there is it shows how much your marking ability is something the Bulldogs rely heavily upon. Is that a focus of yours to want to be that individual that takes on that responsibility and says, man, you kick it to me, I'll take it?
I think so. Most of those marks are uncontested.
Let's not let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah, that's true. I guess so. I mean, I feel like it's an area where, on occasion, like when I am at my best, I am able to get into space and provide a good option for kickers, whether that be out of defence or inside 50. So it's something I've always sort of prided myself on, is being able to get into good spots. So yeah.
Good. Keep that focus going, boys. I like it. I want to talk. We'll have a little bit of fun now. We're not going to be all serious. I still want to talk about it's all about you. But what is your relationship like with journos?
With me, it's probably non-existent. I don't do a whole lot of media. Everyone at the club will probably say that.
Yeah. Sam?
Similar. I don't do a heap of media, but I've got an okay relationship with journos I've done. You can, see some stuff how it can get a bit fiery, but no issue.
Yeah, good. All right. 3 conditions to play in. Which is your least favourite? 40 degrees in the Northern Territory, 3 degrees in Tassie, or monsoonal rains on the Sunshine Coast?
Was there a wind option? What was it?
That might be Ballarat.
40 degrees would be pretty tough.
Yeah.
I'd probably say that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, 40 degrees would be tough. My skin wouldn't go very well in 40 degrees.
There's that, of course.
But then I get pretty cold when it's when I get a Melbourne winter.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure where you said was 3 degrees, but my fingers get a bit cold.
Yeah.
They get sore in the ruck as well, so
Yeah.
I'm probably saying that.
Yeah, all right, good answer. Who thinks they are the most intellectual down at the Western Bulldogs Football Club?
Taylor Dray.
Just see that? No hesitation. Beautiful.
Yeah, he's got plenty to say.
Strong opinion on everything.
Really?
Yeah, rightly so, probably.
Did you have an opinion on who, if it's not Taylor, or you're just unequivocal it's him?
He's normally got a lot of evidence to back up whatever he's going, so he's hard to argue with.
Okay, Thesaurus, all right. Who's got absolutely no dress sense down at the Western Bulldogs Football Club?
Bailey Dale.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'd probably say Bailey Dale.
Yeah, okay, good. Who was the toughest bloke down at the club? It's all in your eyes.
Maybe Libba, he's pretty hard in and under.
Yeah.
I'll go Libba.
That's a good answer. I'm trying to think of someone a little bit different.
Yeah.
I'll probably say Das. He's pretty competitive, pretty fiery.
Good.
I'd say Das.
Yeah, all right, okay. Who should we keep an eye out for at the club? The next up-and-coming potential superstar. Who would you say that might be?
I'll go Jordan Croft.
Okay.
He's like the way he goes about it. He's got big, great running base, can run all day, tall, and he's competitive as well. So I think he's got a bright future.
Okay, nice.
I'll pick someone, probably I mentioned him before, but Joel Frazier. Probably saw a bit of it last year, but the way he ran over pre-season, the way he looks after his body, and every time I look at him on the track, I'm like, this guy is actually massive. So, big solid frame and can run all day. So I'll probably say.
That's good. Excellent. Not to get too personal here, but what's your most prized possession?
Oh, probably my golf clubs. Yeah, I'll say that.
That's all right. That's good.
I've got a little stuffed dog that I've had since birth that it's pretty loyal to.
Really? Oh, look at him. Tissue. I'll have to pass some tissues around. That's fantastic.
That makes my answer look pretty average.
What's your favourite kind of car? Do you have one?
I drive a Toyota that's pretty average, but does the job.
Okay, all right.
I'm in a little Toyota as well. I'm due for a new one though. Everyone's telling me at the club, so I'm not sure what I'd go for.
No?
Something big.
Okay. Will you watch or attend the Grand Prix on the weekend? Only because that's a topical relevance.
Don't watch a heap of the Grand Prix. No.
Okay.
I've seen Drive to Survive, the show, but I don't think I'll go to the Grand Prix. No.
Yeah, okay. Who would play you in a movie?
Whatever you say, I will say the same answer.
Actually, not sure.
He's going to be tall then.
Can't even think of an actor right now.
Yeah. It's all right.
Do we have anyone out here? You got any suggestions?
John Wayne.
Johnny Wayne.
John Wayne, not bad, even though he's dead, but that's not bad. Nice suggestion. Who's the club's biggest pest?
Latham Vandermeer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say Artie Jones sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Two good answers. Who would be best man at your wedding?
From the club.
Yeah, we'll go with that just for harmony.
I mean, I've lived with Norts before, both from WA, so probably Aaron Norton.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I lived with Luke Cleary and Jed Bustling last year, maybe one of them.
Yeah, all right. That's interesting because one of the questions I've got here is who would be one of the people that you would not want to room with?
Yeah, Artie Jones would be a great answer. He'd be up whistling or listening to music all night.
Yeah, I'd probably say Artie as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you would want to room with Das because he plays a lot of pranks on people. So if you room with him,
safe,
he wouldn't
yeah.
play pranks on you.
Nice. Who's got the worst habit down at the club? Is there one that you're familiar with and you just...
Well, I'd just say the whistling Artie Jones. That's
Oh,
probably,
yeah?
Jed Bustlinger tends to leave the club without showering, and you can often smell him on the way out.
Not where I was going, but that's good. I like that. Who is your most annoying opponent that you've played on thus far? Who's one of those? Yeah, okay. I don't look forward to playing those games. Is there one? No?
It's a hard question, actually. I mean, I've played on a lot of... Yeah, what could be. I mean, there's hard opponents. I wouldn't say annoying, but Max Gorn's obviously one of the toughest opponents that I play against.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy playing against him because you get to challenge yourself against the best.
Sure.
But yeah, I wouldn't say he's too annoying.
Okay.
I'd say just Liam Jones at training's a really good. Obviously, there's heaps of competition that are tough, but I think just training Liam Jones at training's a really good test every time because the way he goes about his clothing speed and physicality. So I enjoy the challenge of playing on him.
I like it. And one last question for you here, boys, and I think it's relevant because I spoke about it before. 102 marks and 138. In your opinion, what's better, a pack mark or a one-on-one?
Maybe a good pack mark. Yeah. It's pretty nice, I think.
Yeah, I'd probably go with pack mark as well. I don't take too many one-on-one marks, so pack mark it is.
All right, nice. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please put your hands together for the boys?
That's good for footy.
What's going to happen, I'll read out. Basically, it'll be fictional characters who appeared in a TV show. I'm going to give you the characters and you've got to tell me what TV show it is. But I need you to test your buzzer. So could you test yours? Peter, wonderful. Could you test yours?
Pauline.
Wonderful, Pauline. All right. Here comes your first question. Who are these fictional characters? What's the name of the TV show? George, Elaine, Kramer.
Pauline. Seinfeld.
Yes, there we go. 1 point. All right. She's off the mark with 1 point. Sam, you're back in. There you go. It's gone. I thought the show had finished, mate. Here we go. Your second one. Maggie, Marge,
Pauline.
Peter, Pauline.
Simpsons.
The Simpsons is correct. Well done. Ginger, the skipper.
Pauline.
Pauline.
Gilligan's Island.
Hey, now we've found her realm. All right. Beautiful. Gilligan's Island. All right. Lurch, Morticia.
Pauline.
Pauline.
Adam's Family.
Yes. Off and running. Cliff, Norm, Sam, Diane, and Woody.
Oh, yeah. Pauline. Cheese.
Cheers? Yeah, good girl. Well done. Cheers it is. Richie, Potsy.
Pauline.
Pauline.
Happy Days.
Happy Days. Oh, yeah, we've really found it. She's happy strides here. Jake, Charlie, and Alan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 million. Well, you can have it.
wouldn't-
They're shouting it out. Ross, Rachel,
Pauline. Friends.
Pauline, friends. Bandit, Chili, Bingo, and Bluey.
Pauline.
Bluey. Yeah, well done. Greg, Bobby, Cindy.
Pauline.
Pauline.
Brady Bunch.
Well done. Vince, Ari, Johnny.
Pauline.
Yes.
Welcome back, Connor. Welcome back, Cotter?
No, Entourage. Yes, excellent. Hey, now Sam's getting into it. Now we're talking. Obviously, you got your microphone lying down. Pick it up ready for this one. What is the town in home and away called? Pauline. Summer Bay. Well done.
Or Mangrove River, depending on where you are.
Well, absolutely, but let's not get technical. It is only a footy show. Let's go with, you've got 3 more questions. Pete, I can tell how excited you are. Let's see how we go here. Who was Skippy on TV? Pauline.
The bush kangaroo.
He was the bush kangaroo. Who was Lassie on TV?
Pauline.
You've just given up, haven't you, mate?
The beautiful collie.
He was a border collie. He was a dog. Who was Flipper on TV? Peter. Yes! All right. Okay, total score of 1 versus 13. Not bad. We have a winner. You two have been fantastic. Thank you very much. Pauline, you were fantastic. You came out of nowhere, really. You've won, for you, $100 voucher to go down to Hamper World and pick up one of these things, all right? That's what you've just won now.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to go into their store at 372 Brunswick Road, or Moreland Road in Brunswick. That's what you've won. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations for you. And you've got a son and a daughter here tonight? Well, one's got an inflatable football and one's got a real football, all right? So they've got one each. That's because they probably participated more than you. But hey, that's well done, mate. Yeah, you were. Thanks, Pauline. Thanks, Peter. There you go. Congratulations to our Playing to Win winner. You've just scored yourself a $100 gift certificate from Hamper World. Hamper World have hundreds of hampers available for every occasion. Head down to their showroom, which is located at 372 Moreland Road in Brunswick, to choose something special for that someone special. Thank you, Hamper World. Well done. That was really good. If you'd like to be part of the live audience at any one of the shows, get onto the website, which is www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au/tickets, because live is always better, yeah? I would have thought so. Our next show is on March the 19th. We're off to the Mulgrave Country Club for an Essendon night with Sam Draper and Harrison Jones. Then on March the 26th, we're heading to the Frankston RSL for a St Kilda show with Jack Still and Darcy Wilson. And then on April the 2nd, we're at the Mulgrave Country Club again for a Hawthorn night with Dylan Moore and Connor McDonald. Remember, when you're purchasing your tickets, you only do so through the website. Thanks to everyone for coming along tonight, as I said, and thanks for participating. Great to have you here. Remember, your photos are going to be up on the That's Good Footy Facebook page. You can check it all out there. They'll be up there later on tonight, or as I said, tomorrow afternoon by the time we get home. Can I please get you to thank Sam, my sound guy, and the lovely Sandy. Please put your hands together. Can't do the show without these two, but more importantly, it wouldn't be a show if it wasn't for these two. So could you please thank Tim English and Sam Darcy. Very happy to have you both here. First time, Sam. Second time, Tim. Will we ever get you back, do you think, or this is it? Just once is enough?
For sure. No, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sam. I think you're both. I think that the way the boys have presented themselves tonight, great ambassadors of the Western Bulldogs Football Club, but lovely human beings to boot, right? I think you'll second that motion. Tim, how did you feel about tonight, mate? Everything good with you?
Yeah, loved it.
Good.
Had to convince Sammy to come down, but hopefully you can get him to come down again.
Yeah, good. I could see he was kicking and punching. I don't want to go in. I don't want to go. But great to have you here, mate. I really do appreciate both the boys being here tonight. It's been fabulous. I just wanted to say thank you very much for everyone in with your attendance. This has been the That's Good Footy panel show. My name's Damien. We'll see you all again real soon. Thanks, everyone. Cheers, guys.
This is what you pray for. Every night and every day for. You give it all, and you give more. for footy. Oh, you give me more. That's good for footy. Oh, that's good for footy.